Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Nook, and here with Schenay. How you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. So, the reason why I wanted to interview you is because you are, to me, a shining star, one of the shining stars of Chicago that's undiscovered.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. There's so many a list of R&B artists that I believe that are unnoticed, and because Chicago is always blamed for so much things that go down. Now, musically, I was like, Chicago is like a second home to me.
Yeah, I feel that
So,
way too.
like, I've been there once, and I wanted to go back this summer, but COVID. So some bullshit. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But one of the most things that I found about Chicago is just the fact that it has a lot of culture, from the bean to the art to the outdoor concerts to the Lincoln Park Zoo and just the mild sauce.
Mhm. Mhm. You already
I
know.
I ain't get a chance to taste it, but everybody's like, "How you go to Chicago and you ain't taste the mild sauce? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, why didn't you taste the mild sauce?
I didn't know about it until we left. And the funny thing is, I was so confused about Chicago. First things first, I ran into Chance the Rapper as soon as I got off the plane, and I saw him, and I was like, nah, nah.
Uh,
My dad was like, come on, get your ass on. I was like,
right.
he was like, we gotta go get our bags. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, the bags, I don't want my shit to get stolen. And I was like, oh yeah. And it was Chance. It was, everybody was sitting there like, hey, Chance. And I'm like, oh, this motherfucker really a superstar. But nobody be like, it's just Chance.
Yeah, casual, see Chance out in the street is cool.
If you would have saw him like Jersey, oh my God, it's Chance. I remember I saw him for Acid Rap when he was doing Juice, the video for Juice.
Wow, yeah,
I
that's
was a
throwback.
I was a freshman and I saw him out there and I was like, who is this drunk man out there doing like
Right.
and then a couple months later, I was like, wait, that's Chance the Rapper. I was like, okay, cool. And I saw him at the Mac Miller concert for Space Migration, and ever since then, I was like, Chicago has a lot of artists that just nobody pays attention to.
Exactly. We gotta change that. So
My favorite is Mick, and a lot of people don't like Mick because they're like, oh, he's cocky. I was like, I like that shit.
I love Mick. Like, I don't know, just back in like what 2014, 2013, 2015, just kind of discovering his music or whatever. Like, I think he is definitely a profound artist and one of the most profound rappers coming out of Chicago or came out of Chicago because Mick is already on. So. But I really do. I like Mick. I like a lot of Chicago artists, to be honest. There's not a lot that I will dislike or anything.
I'm so into Chicago. I remember back when I was a freshman, this is like 2013, 2014, when Tokyo was Tokyo Sean,
Oh, that's yes, throwback. Freshman in high school or college?
high school.
Dang, you a little
Yeah,
youngin'.
I'm 22, but I found out later because me and my friend we was laughing about that. I was like, "Hey, remember Vic was in that band?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "He's in a new band now." And I'm like, "He got back together with the old band?" He was like, "Nah, he in something else." I was like,
hmm
"Oh." I was like, "I thought he got back together with the jazz band." And everything. He was like, "No, no, bro. It's different. You'll like it." I was like, "Okay, I'll go with it. It's cool."
hmm hmm
So, your EP, Cashmere Silk, which
So
holds
cashmere,
Silk Cashmere, sorry, Silk
you fine.
Cashmere has a lot of holds to the black community because silk is very it's the black culture pretty much. Silk is very it's to us. You know what I mean?
hmm
I didn't figure out silk that was very viable till COVID, and I was like,
hmm
I cut off my hair like I cut off my locks, and my mom was like,
hmm
maybe you should try silk, silk pillowcase, and
Sponge,
yeah,
all that good stuff.
I got a silk hoodie, and it's hilarious.
Those pillows, yup.
Yeah, I got a silk pillow. I just bought the new one too. The one W. E. Du Bois, his new one.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I, I could use it. I need this, but I wanted to understand your take of why you called your EP that.
So basically, silk cashmere is me like diving into my sensuality, sexuality, and I honestly I was definitely playing with textures with the EP. So when I think of silk cashmere, I just think of textures. Like silky is sexy but strong, it's soft. Cashmere has that warm, fuzzy feeling. And I just feel like that's what my voice is. That's what my music is. Like something soft, sensual, but still strong, still cozy. And I thought silk cashmere sounded nice too. And with the S, I have it as a dollar sign, silk cash, silk cashmere, just like manifesting what I want, manifesting wealth, speaking affirmations. Because I don't know if like if you listen to it again, like listen to what I'm saying and some of the songs, I'm just describing what I want. Like YDLM, I'm talking about, you know what, I don't need outside validation from people. Because a lot of people in the industry will like congratulate you in private, but will never show outward support. And as an independent artist, you know, you kind of really need that outward support because the more the merrier. So I've experienced that a lot. It's kind of weird. It's like, oh yeah, that was nice, or it was good, or whatever. Oh, I like that. I fuck with it. I'm like, okay, I mean, share it. You ain't gotta pay for nothing, but like that type of support is free and it doesn't hurt anyone. So I was just talking about that, and also talking about not being ready for love, like being in love, being in a deep relationship, but then you realize like, yo, this isn't what I needed at the moment. And it's kind of a taboo subject because everyone out here, oh, I want to be, I want love and I want to be in love. And then I was just like, I don't want to be in love right now. I need to do me for a second. I need to be by myself and figure out myself. So then the next time I'm in love or in a relationship, it's going to be just that much more blissful. So that's so cashmere, strong, sexy, cozy, all of that.
Now, I always ask everyone this, but what is the most fun, making an EP or the fact of making longer projects? Because I see everyone just doing track by track by track, and then newer artists are just like, I want to do EPs. Enough of that long album shit. Like, I want to do something because our brains right now, we want something new, new, new. Whenever somebody drops a long project, like Uzi dropped this project, everybody was like, okay, can we get another one? And we never got a chance to digest it. So I wanted your take on what do you find it more appealing to you in a sense of not only a fan, but a person that also makes music and you also write your own like music.
um, I think so. I've never made an album before. I just started releasing music like a year or two ago. So I'm a new artist because I was like behind the scenes a lot. But I think for newer artists, it's good to release EPs to get people familiar with your music. And I think the more your fan base grows and over time, I think releasing an album is essential. I love albums. I think people should continue to release and actually take the time to construct an album. And I think as far as us not digesting music, I feel like that's a very, very young generation thing. And it's the internet. Can't really blame it on the youth, but it's just the way we consume things with the internet isn't healthy. It's like, okay, an artist released an album with 15 tracks. Sit down and listen to the music. 2 months later, oh, new music. I'm like, did you listen to it? Listen to it again. Sit with it. Music isn't supposed to be like fast food. Like we think we want masterpieces and we want them to be done in a week. And then we want the artist to release a masterpiece every week. I'm like, it's kind of selfish and kind of entitled for the consumer to just, oh my God, give me some new stuff. It's like, you gotta listen to my album. I'm gonna come back in a year or two and listen to that album. So for me, I love albums, especially when they're well done and not filled with a bunch of filler songs. Like you don't have to have a 25 track album. It could be nice. I like 13 track albums. 14 track, 13 track. I think that's nice. It's not too much, but it's just enough for me to get to know the artist.
I enjoy a good interlude. I'm not gonna lie.
I love interludes.
I'm a hoe for an interlude. I don't care about nothing else. Other than I just love interludes, and that's like what I started myself. I started doing like I guess T-shirts called Dick's Interlude because an interlude for those that don't know, it's a pause between an act, and I never thought about that because within life you need to take a pause and you need to take a deep breath or like something that's going to take your mind off what your next action or what the next play or whatever you're trying to do within your next lifetime, whatever you're trying to do. So an interlude to me is just it's perfect, and I can think of like five at the top of my head. But shoot, now we're on the topic. What is like who do you think has like a really good interlude?
Um, recent times, like
Anybody at this point, like that comes to your mind, like that you like, damn, they
well, the
actually
first thing
have
I
something
thought
good.
about was Solange. That was just the first person. I know it's more people, especially on the seat at the table. Like the way she placed her interludes, it's like, oh, dope. And then even that When I Get Home, I like that album too. I know people didn't like that album. I liked it. I like the transitions, the pause. It almost sounds like a radio. It gives me like a radio station vibe. So I like interludes like Solange. I think she definitely crafts them very well. And I don't know, I feel like she's kind of like a master at that.
I gotta think. Wale, yeah, his mixtapes, man. Oh my God, his mixtapes when I was in high school. Again, I'm still a youngin. So I remember his mixtape. It was like Out About Nothing or like mixtape about nothing. It was like Seinfeld, and I remember
Oh
Breakup
yeah, I
Song.
remember that.
Yeah, I remember Breakup Song, and before Breakup Song, I think it was an interlude in between that, and I was like, shit, this is. I'm young as hell, but like it's still like it remembrance in my mind of like, see, breaking up is hard to move along. It's even harder, and I'm like, my mom's looking at me like, why are you crying? Like she, you good? Like it's high school. Move on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like girls gonna come and go. My mom's sitting there looking at me like, boy, you get your ass up on.
But at the time, that's your world and that's your bae. It's the only thing you know.
I mean, which actually brings me back to my next question about your track called "Met at the Wrong Time" and the theory of the fact that people believe. Oh, I believe in this theory too. Like you can meet somebody that like you seem like they see some perfect in your world, but in your realm, like your walls are burning the fuck down. So I was gonna ask you, what is your take on meeting the wrong person at the wrong time? Do you feel like you can fix that, or do you feel like it's meant to be if they come back?
The latter. I feel like, okay, let's say you meet someone at the right person at the wrong time. It's not even them. I feel like it's mostly personal. It's you, what you got going on. Like you're probably not in the space to receive their love or really receive the relationship for what it is. So then it's like, dang, it's the wrong time, but you don't want to continue and then taint the whole thing. So I definitely feel like if it's meant to be, it will happen. Like, you know what? I love you. It's just not the right time. Or they might not be the one. Like, I don't know. But I know for the latter, I believe in the latter. I'm kind of like a hopeless romantic. I feel like, you know what? If you feel like this person is right, I feel like do some inner work, get it together, and then see if they're willing to do it again or see if you can attract them back or if it's meant to be. Like I say, just kind of let it go. And I feel like it'll come to you.
Damn, I was watching One on One because Netflix brought back One on One. They brought back all the black shows,
Exactly. I've been watching.
and I've been watching like the Arnaz and Rihanna like storylines, and like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Like you know what I mean? Like wrong time, wrong person, or I just think about like I want to apply that to friendships. I don't always want to apply that to relationships either.
I feel like friendships are different because it's platonic. Like platonic love is different than romantic love. So it's like
Mm.
I can see my friend and then a week later I'm going through it. Oh, I haven't seen them in 2 months. It's not like, oh, the friendship's over. You know, it's just we kind of took a time out. I needed to take a time out or they needed to take a time out. Yeah. But I feel like when you mentioned the friendships, some people might not even be in the space like how people be like that no new friends. I hated that era. I'm like, can you shut up? I mean, no new friends. Stop being cold. Like I hated that. But some people do have that mentality. Like they're not trying to really create new friends for real. So they just kind of closed off. So I feel like it could kind of apply to that when it comes to friendships.
I blame Drake.
No new friends. I'm like, okay, it's a song. I mean, you live by it, dang.
Damn, what shit, I was in high school and that shit. I hated that. Oh, that and the fucking the Bape. It was a fake Bape person, and they hold a lean with like the anime character.
hmm
I don't. I think that was the same era, but like, ooh, I'm really showing my age. I'm really middle child right here. I feel so old, but so young.
You are not
But
old.
like the other day, I was texting my friend, and I was like, "Hey, do computers still make that like the sound like your mom is like sighing when she don't see like the clothes being folded, the
Uh-huh.
or like it keeps sighing?" And she was like, "Nah." She was like, "I have a laptop, son." I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "I don't know if they do that anymore. If you got an Acer." She was like, "I had a Microsoft," and I was like, "Oh shit, okay,
Oh,
you have
she's
a
still
mic."
running Windows.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, okay." I was like, "All right, cool." So, because you've been behind the scenes and you've watched, do you feel like it's better to be behind the scenes and watch how everything comes together, and then you come back and then you know when it's your time? If that
Um,
makes sense.
I feel like for me that worked because I don't know, I was kind of shy. Like I'm a keyboardist, vocalist. I was playing. I was in a band, all girl band. We were really dope. Then I played keys for people, and I was singing backup for people, aka Smino, for a few years now. And I feel like for me, it helped me develop myself as an artist. while still moving forward and networking versus just kind of not doing anything and just being in the crib making music, not sharing it with no one, not performing. So I feel like for me it worked, and I feel like if you're an artist and you kind of don't know what direction you want to go in or what your sound is, I definitely think you should kind of be behind the scenes and work with people that inspire you, learn from them, and then when it's your time, you know what to do. And you've made connections and you moved up the ladder. You're not where you started. So I think it's a win-win, and it definitely worked for me. So yeah.
Now, I don't like to bring in the whole COVID thing now, but because you were on the road, excuse me, you were on the road and you were doing so many tremendous things. Do you miss it all now, or do you feel like I don't want to make it seem like COVID was a great thing for artists or anybody because it took out so many people's lives and we lost so many family members throughout this whole lockdown. But I will say, do you feel like you've gotten a chance to breathe and figure out what you want to do next, not only as an artist but an individual of what your next path?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I had some big stuff lined up this year. This was gonna be a great like breakout year, like festival gigs, like my own festival gigs, and COVID happened. So I was like, dang. But I think it is like a blessing. I did get to have a chance to just kind of breathe, sit down, reassess, release the EP. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to release this EP in May. And I think if I would have kept being on the road, I think it still wouldn't have been out. Like I still would have been trying to release it if I was touring the way that we were. I've been touring nonstop since 2017, so it's like it was kind of hard for me to focus on my own music, release a song or two here or there, but it's like I need to focus on building my catalog. So I do think this year has really helped me just kind of reassess what I need to do and then plan for 2021, which I think is going to be better.
I hope
I think
so.
it's going to be, no, I think it is. I mean, maybe not in the spring, but it's going to be a lot of outdoor shows. A lot of outdoor shows. Like,
I'm enjoying these virtual concerts. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind them, but when I see like people like Rainbow Lene who
mhm.
like damn near could just rock a damn stage. And then when I see some of these artists who have backtracks and like not the shit on them or anything, music is music. If that's how you perform, that's how you perform. But it kind of like makes me reassess it. Like when I go to concerts now, I'd be like, was that concert really good or was I just hyped up in the moment? Like I know Sminos, he had a live band, like that shit was crazy. Like seeing someone with a live band, like I feel like more rappers should have, not even rappers, just everybody should have a live band.
I think
Cause
it's important. I think live music is important, and I don't think everything should be virtual. I don't like it. I think it's cool, like, oh, we did a virtual concert, but I don't think everything should be virtual concerts. Like these virtual festivals, like, I don't like, no. Like, I feel like it's good to put on and watch, but I feel like you still need that connection. I feel like everything's becoming too automated and technical, and it's like we're humans, we're social creatures. It's good to come around each other and listen to music, play music, and just kind of feel it, like really feel the bass in your chest and all of that. Like I'm a performer, so I love being on stage, and not every artist loves to perform, which I think is crazy as hell. I'm like, how you want to be a music artist but you don't like to perform? That's weird as hell to me. I don't care. I think that's weird. That's so weird.
you know
So
who I'm thinking of right now. That's why.
no, I just think it's weird, and everyone has their own thing. This is bizarre to me. Like even if you're in the studio singing and there's people there, it's a performance. So it's like, I mean, whatever. But I think live music's important, and it
I'm
shouldn't
not.
go
I,
away.
I'm not gonna lie. I did like Tiny Desk. The Tiny Desk was fine. I love Tiny Desk, but now I'm just like, okay, like Baby Rose, amazing artist, a voice that I was like, is that really her real voice? Like, is that really how she
Yeah,
did?
yeah. Her voice is
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, I'm like, what the? Hold on, so that's how she really sings. And she was like, I used to get bullied a lot for my voice, and I was like, damn, that's fucked up. I was like, how you gonna make fun of somebody with a? I mean, then again, during that time, of course, people not gonna realize your greatness. You know,
Hmm.
So I think of like these virtual concerts and like what you said, like most of these artists don't want to perform anymore. They rather have like an MP3 track to it and they just be like, all right, we're gonna let the fans sing. And I'm just like, I could have did this at home. I could have been in my room.
Well, save your money for the artists who do perform. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, I like I said, like before we recorded this, I was saying to you that I remember seeing you in Salt Lake City, and it was hilarious because all the Mormons came out. Y'all was like, hold on, y'all like art,
That
y'all
was
like
the
Sweden?
weirdest show on the tour. Oh my god, that was so weird. I was like, we need
Yeah,
to leave. It was a good
yeah.
show. It was just weird. Weird
I
vibe.
ain't, I ain't gonna lie to you. I lived there for 2 years. Imagine seeing No Name. No Name went out there. No Name looked at me. She was like,
I see you, brother.
yo. She was like, oh. I was like, I love you. She was, and then she's like, oh.
Hmm.
And I never get people were picking her apart for that. She was like, I want to see more of my own people like on my shows, And it's not her fault. Actually, not like me and my friend. We always discuss this. It's not her fault that white people like her music. I mean, I had a coworker one day. She came up to me. She was like, I like No Name, but I'm not supposed to like it. I was like, she didn't say you couldn't like it. She just said she didn't like the fact that like more of the fact that like not our own people like want to support her or listen to her. And it's kind of weird
I
because she
didn't know
talking.
she had that problem until she said it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know. Cause we
You can
perform with no name and stuff. I didn't know until she said it. I was like, oh, okay, I see. I have to get my charger, so I'm gonna cut my video off, but we're gonna continue talking. I just didn't want to like walk
no, you
around.
good.
Okay, good. So
No, you good. But
anyways, yeah, I really did not know she had that problem. And I can understand as a black artist, you want to see black faces.
I mean, it's a slippery slope. But like, I look at it like this: whatever town is selling concert tickets, like she sells the concert tickets for like I think $15, 15, 20, maybe less than that. And I was cool with it. My mom and I, we went. We always go to concerts together. And soon as she saw me and my mom, she was like, "Oh, thank goodness, cool."
Right.
And I mean, it's just something people really got to get over. It's. I mean, and then she said other artists expressed this way, and I was like, I don't blame them. It's kind of weird when you got a song with the N word in it, and like kids is like, yeah, N word this, and I'm like, ah, shit. It's kind of like that Childish Gambino joke where he was like, "What you gonna do? It's all of us against you." Like you're at a Kanye concert. Like that's how I feel.
I think as a black American, it's hard to navigate because it's like your art is your art, and you can't help that other races and other people want to partake. And then we say what we want to say. The word nigga, we kind of reclaim that, but that doesn't mean that they can say it. And as someone else who's another race, it might be difficult for them with I don't care, don't say it. But it's like it might be difficult for them to kind of blurt that out, which honestly I don't think it should be that difficult. But some people are entitled, have that really entitled mindset. They're like, well, you're saying it in your songs. Why can't I say it? And I was like, why do you want to say it so bad? You gotta ask yourself, why do you want to say it so bad? And I think because we are like cool, we define what cool is. So saying nigga is cool now, so they want to be a part of being cool. But it's like you can't. Don't say it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, especially when like my POC see POC versus black. I love this conversation, but I'm not gonna take it there. But you know where I'm going with this. I see like my white Latino friends, or like I have like my West Indian friends that are not black, and they're like, I'm like, no, 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 hold on. We two different things. We are two different things. You know what I mean? I like Nav, I really do, but he ain't saying it. That don't mean you gotta say it.
Mm-hmm.
Aziz ain't saying it. Aziz hangs out with black people all the damn time. Aziz is sorry. He don't. I hope he don't. That'd be a
Mm-hmm.
damn. That'd be a damn problem. But so, what have you been learning about yourself throughout this pandemic? Because I know a lot of us had to really fix ourselves to really just find out what the hell is wrong with us. Because I know I figured out my thing. I overthink way too much.
I overthink and overanalyze to where I paralyze myself and don't do anything. Like, especially as an artist, like, I want to do a live recording. Oh my God, I don't have the money. Oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? And then months pass and I don't do it. And it's like, I've learned that I cannot operate like that anymore, especially as like, I don't necessarily have like a team per se. It's like all me. Like, I produce all my music. And on the Silk Cashmere, I'm lucky and blessed to like work with these two amazing producers. Well, one's a producer group and the other is a producer. One name is Nick and the other is Don't Trip out of LA. And it really came together and it was just magic. And I like that. I feel like I work faster with people. So then I learned to don't be afraid to ask for help and don't overanalyze everything to where you're crippling yourself and you're not even getting anything done. Like, it's okay to move forward. It's okay to listen to your doubt because your doubt is like trying to protect you. But you have to look at the doubt and be like, thank you for voicing your opinion. Thank you. But I'm going to continue doing what I need to do. Like, I really learned how to like deal with that. Like, just, okay, I'm doubting. I see why I'm doubting, but I'm about to put that aside. I listen to it. Now I'm about to move on. So yeah, done overanalyzing and not moving forward. That's the main thing that I
That's all we like to see.
learned. Hmm.
Within, damn, within this project that you have out right now, are you hoping to release a track or maybe a deluxe because that's like the cool thing now, or a deluxe, or what do you want to do within music wise, or do you want to shoot a video? Ooh, that'd be amazing though.
Oh, for the yeah. So I'm planning a live performance of the whole EP at the end of the month. Actually, on Halloween, I'm going to record the whole EP, and I am planning to do visuals. Visuals for me are hard. It's so hard for me to like get a visual done
Do
because
you want
it's
to
like
collab with
it's
us?
so many parts to it, and I get overwhelmed, and I, like I said, get overwhelmed and overthink it, and then don't do it. So put that aside. I am planning to do at least two visuals for the EP, and I'm doing a live performance recording, and I'm really excited for that.
Do you want to do it with us for the Homies podcast? We're trying to do a concert, like a virtual concert, at the end of the month, within November.
We can do that.
Yeah, I mean, my homie Rocky, he raps too, so I mean, I can make something together. So he ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do.
Right, nobody ain't doing nothing. Let's just create.
Somebody told me that the other day. They were like, "Yo, you have a voice that's like high pitched for no reason, but it could work on an album." And I was like, "Fuck you," but thank you.
Like, okay,
But I've been told like I have like a voice that's like, get on there and just say some shit like cheese or some shit like or some shit. I'm like, okay, whatever. But
just
I,
something random. Mm.
yeah, I'm like, all right. Like I wish I had a deep voice. Like I wish I had that Tyler Creator voice, but also creepy at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, which brings me to, I guess you could jump on me now. Mild sauce, man. What does mild sauce taste like? Like, explain to the folks at home.
It's like sweet, tangy, goes on great on potatoes like fries, fried chicken, fried catfish, fried okra, onion rings, anything fried.
That
It's
sounds like
so it's
DC.
like way better than ketchup. It's like a this is better ketchup.
When you use a
It's
Salt Lake
not
City,
ketchup. Okay, it's like tangy, sweet goodness. It's not barbecue sauce can be too heavy. Ketchup is too tomatoey. Or mild sauce is just hot sauce is
nah,
too much. Mild sauce. Fix all your problems and all your worries.
I was
Mild.
gonna say, did you try Salt Lake City's fry sauce?
We were there for that night and left in the morning. I didn't
Oh,
even get to experience Salt Lake City.
good. They got this thing where it's like ketchup, mayonnaise, and something else, and it's like fry sauce. And it comes with everything. Like you get a
It comes
burger.
like
Here's your
aioli sauce.
what is that?
That's somewhere else. They do like the aioli, the chipotle mayo
Oh,
aioli. I know DC got mumbo sauce. It's fire.
I love DC bubble sauce. I
It's
love that
like
shit.
mild sauce is like a tangier version of DC's mumbo sauce because DC sauce is a bit more sweeter, but mild
It's
sauce is a bit more tangy. And I'm not even from Chicago. I've just lived here for like the longest. I went to college here.
where are you originally from?
I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Are you from? Oh, you're still the Midwest. Shit. Like I went to school in
So
Pennsylvania.
Midwest.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
went to school in Pennsylvania. That's like a couple, 2 hours away from me. 2, 3 hours. It depends on where I was living at. But oh, ooh, God, I see why you left. All right. Oh
There's
God.
nothing
Okay.
there. It's cracking. This is weird. Ohio does crack. Ohio State, Cincinnati cracks. I'm from Dayton, which is north. It's a small city, 45 minutes north of Cincinnati, and then an hour and a half west of Columbus. So it meets right there. And John Legend, he from Springfield. Springfield's like a suburb city of Dayton. And then Dave Chappelle lives in Dayton.
Yeah.
Yellow Springs is a small town. And I see why he lives out there because it's beautiful. Like Ohio's really beautiful. It's just rednecky.
It's
And
very
going back
fiscal
home
vendor.
this year during the whole, it's an election year to see Trump signs everywhere. I felt very uncomfortable trying to go out to eat. It was just, and it's COVID too, but it was just like a very tense feeling. And I'm like, I do not like it. I felt very uncomfortable going home this year.
I went to school in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, Bloomsburg University, and I expected to see that shit. Like I saw pickup trucks, I saw the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, I saw the Confederate flag, and they were like, "Hey, there's certain sections you can't go past," and I was like, "Oh hell no." You can't go past the fountain. There was like the bars is kind of racist too, and I was like, "What the fuck? Where could I go?" And I was like, "I might as well just sit in my room and drink."
We went through that
Um,
in Boston on tour. On stage, our mixing engineer, Yasmin, bless her soul, she was amazing. Her brother was there and he was on stage with us, like by her. And it's cool, it's our show. One of the security guards who worked there had a whole huge problem about it. I'm like, how are you gonna kick him off? And we said it's fine. Like it's our show. Like security guards at these venues, they just lose their minds. They think they run the whole place. Like you need to make sure we safe. That's it. So it's in the middle of our show, and he's literally trying to kick him off while we're performing. We had to stop the show. He definitely had said some racist remarks. We heard it. Then the police came. All like they had to stop the show literally. Smino had to like calm the people down because everybody was just like, "Yo, what's up? Like, we just want to enjoy the show. This dude is just ruining it for no reason. Like, he's on a power trip." And after the show, the police came. We had to make sure everything was fine. I'm like, we're fine. He ruined Well, he didn't ruin the show. It was still lit. But I'm like, he like was just coming at us on the middle of the show, but the police was coming at us like we did something wrong. So I feel like that was like the only time on tour we really went through something that's like had like a super bad racist experience, but everything else was pretty cool. And this girl of a different complexion vandalized our bus and we forced her to clean it up. That was very interesting as well. She was crying and everything. And I'm like, you need to stop touching our things. I thought that was quite hilarious.
Yo,
But yeah,
see, these are
I
things
didn't
that
like
you don't hear on tour. Like I love this actually. No, I don't forget when Speedo he told the police, he told the security, he was like, "Yo, quit fucking with my fans," because they was like, I think I don't want to say his name wrong. Was it Ralph? Yeah, I had not Ralph, but
Dang, you
homeboy.
know the name? Yeah, it's the drummer.
Yeah,
MD.
I don't know if it was Ralph, but Smino, he's on the keyboard if I'm not mistaken.
Cam.
Cam, yeah, I want to know. I think it was either him or Felix. They threw a blunt in the crowd, and my homie he caught it. So he's like, "Yo, you got a liner?" And my mom's looking at me like, I'm like, "No, nope, not at all, not at all." But I remember, he like they was passing the blunt around. Everybody just brought their shit out of nowhere, and Scared was heavy. And Smino was like, "Yo, Scared, quit fucking with my team." And I was like, "All right, that's smooth, that's smooth, that's smooth." I
Mhm.
think he was doing a song. He blended. He was like, "Yo, Security, quit fucking with my team." I can't do it.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't.
like just let people be. Dang, we having fun. We're at a show. I can't stand it when the security is on a power trip. And they always do that with black artists, especially with like rap music. You can have a rock show, they could tear the place up and they will not care. But when it comes to black artists and black music, these security guards at these venues just act like they the freaking FBI or some shit. And I do not like it. I hate it. I
Yeah,
want us to have our own venues. Like I want to like open up a music venue in every major city or something. Like we just have our own stuff. Like I'm about us having our own, so we don't have to worry about that experience anymore.
I will say that night was interesting. I interviewed Felix. That was the funniest interview I think I ever in my life, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
homie was smacked, and I'm like, "Yo," and because I know another homie of you guys, Elton Ora.
Then you know everybody. Wait, Elton, the engineer, right? There's two
No,
Elton.
not the engineer, the other one,
The
the one who's
artist.
an artist. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he was like, "Oh shit!" He goes, "You got my man's shirt," and I was like, "Yeah." I'm really like, I study Chicago. He was like, "Yo," he goes like, "Elton's like favorite movie is Don't Be a Menace to Society while you sitting outside drinking your juice."
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite songs by Felix is Message. I'm like, "Yo, what's that song about?" He was like, "Message, like from the movie." I was like, It's really that damn simple. Like, not everything has to have a big old like genius. They asked the artist, like, "How do you come up with this?" And all they could say is, "I was hungry and I just made the song."
And sometimes it's not that deep. Like Doja Cat, I didn't. My sleeves look like a cow. I move like sometimes it's very deep. Like, oh, I'm going through depression and it's a dark time, and I'm writing about the dark night of the soul. And other times it's the sky is blue, baby blue. Make a song about baby blue. Like it just depends. Inspiration can just come from anywhere. Like
I
Miles.
don't. I mean, I saw her content. That she is really not an individual that just thinks. Doja does not like. She don't put like she. You can ask a question like, "Yo, how'd you make moves?" She was like, I was bored. Like I was bored and I made moo and I was eating a sandwich. I was eating in and out burger. And I was like, "Are you what?" I was like, "Nothing has to be this hard." Like I
Mm.
hate when genius they be going on there. They be like, "Yeah, yeah, she suck and stuff. She suck and stuff." So why did you make that song? I was getting head when I was writing it. Like that. Like it's not like genius be asking for some big ass like long ass answers.
And I feel like it depends on the song. Like a song like Moo isn't deep. So I mean, you can't expect a deep answer from a song like Moo. I feel like just gotta be cautious or just pay attention to the content, like the actual content of the song. Like, you know.
But if you're questioning my Chicago artists who I have on my phone, Kaina, Akina, John Doe, Felix, Quarry, Saba, the Pivot Gang, of course, Vic. I'm not looking at my phone right now, so that's all I can think at the top of my head that's in it. Oh, Jamila Woods. So yeah, like that's all I listen to.
That's good. Hey, for the longest period, all I was listening to was Chicago artists. Like
I'm,
I
as
like
you
love our
should.
sound. I love everything, and everyone has their own individual sound. But Chicago has this specific vibe. It's like a very live music vibe, and I don't want that to go away. And I think
Oh,
that's
I can't forget about J2 and Bari.
mm-hmm.
I never forget. I was at a party one time. They was playing Bari. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Bloomsburg playing Bari," and homie had he was actually a black kid on it. All the way could just like, could you change the song? I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like we don't like let the song play.
Mm-hmm.
They and then they played Zero for Life, and they were like, "Dude, who is this kid?" I was like, "Shut up!" Like just let me have this.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of my favorite songs. Like Zero Fatigue is something that I love, especially Raven Lene.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a beautiful ass voice, and along with you.
Thank you.
So my last two questions are: how do I say this? Now I actually will look on my phone now. So what does it mean for an artist today to blow up from COVID? Let me reword that. What does it mean? What do you think of it when artists are now getting like recognition, but through COVID? Do you feel like it's a good thing, or do you feel like an artist needs to still touch the stage still to have like that fan access, so that like that fan recognition?
Um, I think it's good. You know, everyone's on their phones right now, so this is a great time for artists to kind of get their content out there and blow up. So I think it's a great thing, and I think when the stages open back up, I feel like that tests is longevity because you got to be able to put on a good show. I don't care what no one says. I don't want that to go away. Like that will solidify your place. I feel like. I mean, every artist has a place, but I feel like that'll just take you from here to all the way up here when you have a great live show. And it all depends on what the artist wants for themselves. But I know, I look at Beyonce. She's like the greatest performer in the world. So it's like her live shows, on top of her having an amazing voice and yada 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 yada, but her live show just took her way up to the stratosphere. And I feel like that kind of gives you some sort of like legendary status, or it just really stamps you in to the book of music or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But I just feel like it just kind of solidifies where you're at. So I think it's a good time they're blowing up. Be consistent, and then when it's time to perform, let's rock the stage. Like let's really give fans an experience, because that's all. That's what it's about: giving people an experience that they can feel.
I'm wanting to see Femdot on tour, so that's
If
just me.
well, tell Trump, tell them to get this COVID under control so we can get back to doing what we doing.
Man, I can't tell him shit.
You know them. Get it. Come on.
I can't tell him shit. I'm a chubby little brown boy. What can I do? He gonna look
Like,
at me like, oh, you want tours? Oh, we'll vote for. I can't do that shit. Nah, I'm good.
you bail out airlines. You better, because venues are closing. That's what scares me. It's like certain venues are closing. So I'm like, what is it America gonna look like after COVID? I don't think no one's really thinking about the after effects.
I
Like for
think
real.
about venues. I don't think about venues either. Damn. Like people are losing venues are losing money. I did not think about that. I saw an ad for that the other day. It was like this one where JID was at and a bunch of other artists were there. And it was like because of COVID, like we cannot give the fans what they want. Like I can't I saw myself going to a Kitchenada like party, man. Like I saw myself dancing. You must be
I went
an
to a
asshole.
Stango show. Was that this year? That was this year. Oh shoot. That was this year. This is a long ass. It's only October. We still got 2 months and shit. But like I went to a Sango shows at Bottom Lounge and it was such a vibe. We was all in there vibing. And I miss that. I really miss just, oh, it's a good night out. Oh, there's a dope show. Let's pregame, go to the show. Come like I want that to come back. And I don't want nothing, I don't want everything to be monopolized. Like a lot of the smaller venues are closing, but like United Center, what's that, Chicago Theater, all the big ones are here. But what does that mean for smaller artists? And even artists like as a Ari Lennox or Smino, it's like they still utilize smaller venues too. So it's just like, what is that going to look like when everything is done?
Damn, I really want to see Ari Lennox in concert. I don't know how that's gonna be after this shit. I really don't. I already seen Cena, so like my list is like I can see him again, but like my check mark is like all right. Like
I'm telling you, a lot of outdoor stuff. You can put some equipment outside, build a stage, have people come, some fences. But then how do you, I don't know, charge people? We gotta talk about that later. That's a whole nother beast. So
I wanted to go to Afropunk this year. Like I want to see Rico Nasty. Like I
Afropunk, this is my cat Jennifer. So I'm sorry. I'm just.
no, you good.
But like Afropunk, I'm glad I went to it last year. Like we performed right after Masego. She's on my piano. I'm sorry, and I'm glad I got to experience that. And then Afropunk is happening this weekend virtually,
Oh damn,
so you can RSVP.
I could do that. I'm
You can
like
see Rico. I think she performing. RSVP. Have a good
I,
time. Get some wine.
I seen Masego perform at a Gold Link show.
Mm-hmm.
That was fairly interesting to see white kids like who the hell is this guy? And I'm like now for I was like who the hell is this guy for real? Like I've heard his like you ever listen to an artist but you don't know who they are until you see them in concert. And that pisses me off so much because I'm like, yo, I've been listening to you for a good month now. I didn't know that was you. What? What?
Mm-hmm.
I still sort of listen to Gold Link, but not really. But like, yeah,
Like
it
I
is
said,
what it is.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, that man is tall as hell. He made me look like I was his son.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Okay.
Yeah, that man is 6'5", I think.
I figured because he's tall. Like yeah, 6'4",
He's
6'5".
yeah,
I'm like
he's 6'5".
5'4".
My mother did a photo. Yeah, my mother did a photo shoot with him. Like she took his picture and everything. Like she was like trying to like work her phone, and she actually like took a. It was a good picture. It was I didn't know. He was like, it was a good picture. And I was like, I looked at my mom's phone. I was like, hey, you got a picture of like Masego? She was like, damn, that boy tall. She was like, why you look like a proud son? Like he looks like a proud father, and I'm the proud son of like
I
I
did his hair in
graduated.
Australia. We were at the Laneway Festival beginning of last year, and like I've done Smino's hair throughout all the tours. When you see his hair, I was the one doing it, and I did his hair for his Clink video. So in Australia, Miss Eagle's like, so I heard you do hair, and I would like for you to bless my tresses. Like he was just very. I was like, okay, I got you. So I did his hair. I think once or twice. It was once, and I'm glad it was a dope experience. We was just kicking in Australia, and he has really nice hair, and I'm glad I did it. So yeah, random Masego fact for me.
We figured somebody black was doing this there. We knew somebody on Smith's stores. I was like, who in the hell is doing this man? Like it looks always perfect. All the parts be neat. Like I'm like, somebody got to be. That's all you right there. That's all you.
My hair, Smee's hair, Jeff's hair. I was tired on the Hoopy tour. I'm not gonna lie, I was exhausted. I was tired as hell doing
I
hair
never.
singing. And we were all retired. Like that was really a lot on our bodies. Like one show, we just got off stage and our bodies were aching. I was like, yo, like when you get the chills and you got the flu, that's what it felt like. I was like, yo. He was like, I know, sis, I know. I was like, yo, I need to go to sleep. It's bad.
Now my final question is, throughout, if you had a playlist, who would be on the playlist, and yeah, what would you name it? And it has to be the artist that you've been listening to throughout these past couple months during quarantine.
I've been listening to Green Tea Pang. She's an artist out of UK.
Yeah,
I'll name it Green Tea. She tight. Her song Human. I've been bumping that. I've been listening to a lot of overseas artists during quarantine. I'm not gonna lie. I have her on there. This artist named Sally. She's a French artist. I found her Colors show. Of course, Smee's new album will be on there whenever it comes out. You know,
pray tell.
not that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Whenever
okay. Yeah,
that happens, that's gonna
it's
be on there. I love Felix, Raven, James Blake. Throw a little Solange tune in there. You know, that's my girl. My music, obviously, and yeah, yeah.
what'd you
That's
call it?
what would I call it?
Yeah,
You said I had to name it after the artist that I've been listening to, or I could just call it anything.
just name it like what you've been feeling throughout this whole like quarantine.
Sad girl music. But no, no, scratch that. I wouldn't call it that because the songs aren't sad. Shenay's tea. I've been drinking a lot of tea. So I don't know. I'll give you this is the tea on what I've been listening to. And I like tea. I drink it every day. So I think I will call it that. Put me on the spot. So that's all I got. Green tea ping. She green tea. I drink green tea. I'll just call it Shenay's tea. Shenay's mix. You know, some basic, some
Uh,
boring.
yeah, mine would be Thundercat, of
Oh,
course.
Thundercat. It's so see Thundercat. Obviously, K Trinanda.
Kitchen out. Yeah. Damn. It's me, of course. Yeah, Kitchen out. Thundercat. Um,
Ari Lennox. I like her.
maybe
Summer,
Rose.
Summer Walker's Clear EP. I love that. I have a song. I put Grave on there. Grave is mine. I covered that song.
Smith
Um,
was in. He's in White Tea. That shit came out of nowhere.
you get that video.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. I was like, damn, you was doing that, like, and it's Droptober, man. I'm like, it's Droptober.
You drop them hoodies. You better order. They not already sold out.
I ordered mine for my birthday. My birthday's next week, so
Scorpio.
23. Yes, the 27th of October.
I'm a Virgo.
Oh damn. See, that's why we. You know what I mean?
I like Scorpio. I like water signs.
Yeah, we just yeah, we good.
Yeah,
No Names new album will probably be on mine
true.
if she ever has Factory Baby. And my last one probably would be Whipped Cream by by Ari Lennox. Yeah, I've been bumping that heavy.
Mm-hmm.
See if you see
Be emotional.
your whole eyes. But I want to say thank you for even like popping up. Like I didn't expect you to even answer my DM.
Thank you for asking me to do this. This is really fun.
No problem. I've been doing this like all summer, so like it takes my mind off anxiety. And because I couldn't get an internship this whole COVID, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do my own shit. Call it Nook's Corner, Nook's Interlude, whatever the fuck I want to call it.
Exactly, and I like it. I have a question. So, do you put the video up, or you just put the audio up on your podcast?
I do both. Like I put it on YouTube, I put it on Spotify,
Oh, this
whatever.
is cute. Like
Yeah.
a little lighting, you know? Okay, cool,
Right?
cool.
You got a little studio in the back. You chilling. You got a beanbag. I wish I had a beanbag chair.
It's my studio. That's where I make music at. Oh, and I teach music too. Start
Okay.
up this year. Be a teacher and being an artist.
The last Chicago artist I interviewed was Casey Shakur. Shout out to her. She's amazing. She just won a Tiny Desk concert a couple months back. She's real cool. I believe she's a not a teacher, but like she works with kids. So that's been really interesting to see like how artists, underscore artists, still have jobs, and people still need to understand that. Before Smino was Smino, this man had a job. I think did he go to Chicago University? If I'm not mistaken,
Columbia. We all went to
Columbia.
Columbia. Me and Saba
Columbia.
had class together.
I still find that shit hilarious. What he
Yeah,
said,
we
yeah.
all. I came up with a band named She. So Vic Mensa had a show. She, we played for John Doe. Like we all, no name Jamila, you know, back in the day.
Oh, shout out to Rick Olson.
Yeah.
I never forget this man said, "Yo, do you ever had grapeseed oil?" I was like, "I'm fat. No, I don't drink that shit. I eat burgers and fries." He was like, "Bro, you gotta try it. It's really good." I was like, "I don't know about that. Like, I don't know about drinking grapeseed. I use it for my hair, but I'm not about to drink that shit.
Drinking oil sounds ugh.
It don't sound like a great recipe for my stomach." He was like, "It's really good for your immune system and everything." He's like, "It's really good." I'm like, "You really an art kid. I know that for a fact, because don't nobody do that shit. Art
Black
kids be
seed
tough."
oil.
Nah, that's right. Like they were prunes.
Take the
Mm.
tablets. Black seed oil.
Oh, oh yeah. I don't know,
It doesn't
man.
taste nasty. I take black seed oil. Drink rooibos tea. I drink a lot of herbs.
Is that all you drink? Is just tea?
Huh?
Is that all you drink? Is just straight up tea?
Alcohol, water. Well, I don't drink juice. I drink primarily water, juice every now and again, and tea and alcohol, wine, stuff like that. But I just try to not drink so much sugar and not consume so much sugar.
I've been drinking hit water. Hit water is fire. Hit water is just the most amazing thing. Like it doesn't taste like water. It's really a hint, but you can still taste like the fruit in it. So that's pretty much it. But like I said, thank you for even answering my DMs and Chicago. I got love for Chicago, man. So next time I go to Chicago, I'm there at one of your shows.
Thank you. Like I appreciate you hitting me up, and I appreciate you loving all the Chicago artists because that's what's up. That's tight. Thank you.
Look, I mean, I'm an art hoe. Like I love this shit, man. Like Chicago has so much art, and then like I went to school in Pennsylvania, so I was a couple minutes away from Maryland and DC. So DC and Maryland has a really obscure, little small like art town. So all my friends are art hoes. Like all my friends, we do art together. We make T-shirts. We do little poetry. Should I do poetry? Because that's how I started off. And I'm hoping to get a canvas and just start making my own canvases soon. That's one thing I want to learn this year. Like I want to learn how to do canvases. I can like do like doodles and shit like that, but like crappy doodles, like stick figures, but like it's cool.
Hmm.
So again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye.
Oh, oh wait, hold on. I forgot to ask. What is your socials and where can people find you at?
My socials is Schenay Mosley. I don't think I see it on the Zoom. So you can find me everywhere. My artist name is Schenay. Go by my first name, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Schenay, Instagram, Schenay Mosley, Twitter, Schenay Mosley. Hope you write it down there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I got you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.